Hello, one and all, and welcome to another Monday night here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Delirium, Delving Beyond Episode 2, the second of our one-shots set in the world of Thoris. As the shadows of Thoris grow long, and the whispers of darkness encroach upon our minds, let us not forget that even in the bleakest of nights, there are tales of light that shine with a brilliance that defies the encroaching gloom. Amidst this grim and foreboding landscape, where fear reigns supreme, and despair seems to seep from every crack in reality, there are stories of hope and of life. These are the tales of courage and kindness that inspire the downtrodden and ignite the flames of resistance against the encroaching darkness. As we embark upon this journey through the haunted lands, know the stars shimmer with a glimmer of hope. And amidst this darkness, there are stories of triumph waiting to be told. Stories of selflessness, sacrifice, redemption, and generosity that pierce through the veil of despair. So let us not fear the shadows that lurk in the corners, but cherish the stories of light that illuminate the path ahead. When the darkest of nights, in the bleakest of landscapes, the light of hope can never be extinguished. We move to a lovely little village as we step across a threshold in the forest, and the leaves part before us to reveal an idyllic, valleyed home. Ancient trees ring it, reaching towards the sky with gnarled branches twisting and intertwining like fingers grasping at secrets untold. The scent of wild flowers and honey fills the air, a heady mixture that fills the senses with wonder and anticipation. Quaint cottages and winding cobblestone streets fill our view with lush gardens throughout and pools of crystal clear water. Elaborate tapestries hang from the eaves of cottages, and colorful banners flutter in the gentle breeze, each bearing the sigil of a different mage's guild. We see villagers going about their daily routines, faces alight with the glow of magic, as spells and incantations are flung about with practiced ease and freedom. Children chase sprites through the streets, and wise elders gather in the village square, discussing matters of arcane lore and ancient ritual. And beneath the surface of this idyllic paradise lies questions of intrigue and mystery, where secrets are whispered in hushed tones, not because they are to be feared, but because they are so greatly treasured. And we move to a place where secrets and stories are treasured most of all, as we enter the Cross-Knocked Bookbinder's shop. Peter, could you introduce us to your character a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. My name is Peter Crossnacht. I am the son of Peter Crossnacht Sr. at Peter's Pages, the bookbinder store here in the village. Over the course of the evening, I will be butchering the Eastern European accent as well as culture, and if you belong to this story, the noble people, my bad.
Yes. So we see here within the Cross-Knocked bookshop that eaves of paper fly through the air as your father stands before you, wand in hand, held like a conductor's baton, and waves pages into place in their bindings. Turns to you. Peter, I will be taking the shop for the day. You do not need to worry.
You could just put them in piles. It's just us two here. You don't need to do the pageantry. You could be done. You could have been done minutes ago.
The art of doing something is half of the fun of doing it.
All right, Father.
There is beauty in the making of something, Peter, not just in the final product.
I will relay that to the bartender. I'm going to have a beautiful drink. Thank you, Father. I will see you later. And
yes, Peter.
I'll leave before I get stuck into it anymore.
I need to give you your week's pay still. And you see your father reaches behind him. Here in the lovely town of Arcanists, Thorpe, pay is not often done in coin, for there's not much outside trade. Pay is more often done in that more useful form of trade with spell components, as your father hands you a little component pouch.
Bet shit. Oh, gum Arabic. I actually did need this. Thank you very much. This will be good. And yeah, I'll tuck it away.
If you look underneath the bat guano, there is something very special for you in there, my son.
Why would you pack it this way?
Because I did not want anyone to steal it. No one looks under the bat guano for the valuables. You didn't.
You know what? You have me there. I'll peel that back.
Peter, go ahead and take inspiration from our audience for that accent.
Oh man, I feel like I don't deserve it. Thank you. Mark that down. Beautiful. What's under that guano?
You find a small, glimmering red gem.
What's the occasion? Thank you.
You are my son, and you are growing older. It is time that you have a focus all your own, not a hand-me-down. And with your lack of love for the art of a wand, I thought the crystal may do you well.
I feel like a bit of an asshole now for busting your chops about the whole thing, but thank you. This is beautiful. I'll find
My son, you would not be my Peter if you did not bust my chops over the conducting. You have been doing it for 20 long years, and I have not stopped yet. I love you, my boy. And he leans and kisses you on the forehead.
I'll stop there and I'll storm out before I get emotional.
Hell yeah. And we will cross the bookshop and move across to a small little hut on the edge of town, made of baked clay, with a thatched roof. And within we see yet another glittering gem. This one on the scales of a large dragonborn. Inteno, would you care to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Inteno is large, glittering, an amethyst dragonborn, born not of dragons but of other dragonborn. But with him is essentially his cousin that was dumped on him by another dragon, as he is a Drake Warden, and a small young wormling named Gur is currently sitting on his shoulder as they're preparing a meal together, enjoying the early morning shift off from going out hunting for the village.
You and Gur sit here in the hut. You know that on this day, there is no work to be done. It is good to rest and grow lazy. Perched on your shoulder as you lay there in this little hut of yours, Gur stretches out their wings, flexes their claws, and begins to burrow into your chest, scratching away.
It's good to see you awake too, buddy. You have your words, you know. I'm sure we'll get you there.
It is time to be eating.
Yes, buddy. Here, I'll set you up a bowl. Give me just a moment.
And you go over to fill a bowl with Gur's food, and you do notice that he's starting to run low. There's probably enough for this meal, but you'll need to go into town to pick up some more at some point today.
Oh, looks like we're due for a shopping trip, Gur. You can come, don't worry.
And you see Gur clacks his claws together.
Nope. Let's get ready.
All right. And you and Gur begin to get ready to head off for the day. Tell us, what does getting ready for the day look like for Nintendo and Gur?
Well, Gur is always ready because they're just a little wormling. But for Nintendo, since we're not planning on going out today, we'll skip on the leather and just throw on our typical common clothes, as well as, of course, our cloak, so at least people will be able to recognize us if they need us, though it's not hard to miss a gem dragonborn just walking around and about with a wormling on his shoulder. But just some clothes, some shoes, maybe shining up the face a little bit to make sure we're a bit more presentable as we go into town. Maybe use our charm to catch a deal somewhere, who knows?
Oh, yeah. And you, though they are not very necessary for your spells, do have a pouch of components here yourself for trade, if you'd like to gather that.
Oh, I may as well.
All right. You head out into town. From where you are, for what you're looking for, there are two major trade stalls here. There is one run just outside of the tavern, and there is one that is just within the edge of the woods itself. One that straddles the barrier between town and the outside world.
We'll head towards the tavern shop for sake of safety for now.
All right. As you walk up, you see perhaps not a dear friend of yours, but one who is well known to you. Your age mate, Peter.
Oh, look who it is.
Nintendo, hello. I just found myself with the day. Any plans?
Just some shopping. Nothing too special. Where's he hit? Gur, where are you?
You go ahead. Both of you go ahead and give me either perception or investigation, quick.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20s abound.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Both of you see that Gur has sort of flattened himself out and is clinging to the back of the cloak in such a way that the wind is pushing it up just enough for his weight to only be noticeable on your shoulders. Splayed out, almost like he's a crest on the cloak.
No. Just like we practiced. Peter, you remember Gur, of course.
Yes, absolutely. It's adorable as always. I would touch you, but I have bat shit all over my fingertips now because it's a long story. Anyway, I need soap or something, so maybe I'll go with you.
Yeah, by all means. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
And you both step up to this lovely little market stall. You see standing here, there is a woman you know quite well. Aggie Hund. A skunk-haired woman, sturdy frame, wearing a rust-colored tunic, bluish skirt, brown boots, and a ancient green-gray scrawl. Oh, dears, you've come to shop today, have you?
Good morning, Aggie. What do you have? Anything special? Anything you'd like to have us to have a look at?
Oh, well, I've got some medicinal herbs that I gathered from the forest. I've got this fancy crystal here. They say it's got an outsider trapped inside.
Fucking what?
Huh?
Whoa, you're super glossing over that one, Aggie. There's someone trapped in there?
An outsider. One of the beings not of this realm.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they say. What they said it was something formative. I don't recall exactly, but I got it for a pretty penny. I'm hoping one of the mages will like it quite a bit.
How much?
How much? Would you be willing to throw an identification in?
This is a little embarrassing. I don't know identification, I don't think. Nope. Upon second recollection in my spellbook, I don't know how to do that. So, I appreciate it. I'll give you this dumb ruby I found. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm
assuming you don't. I'm assuming you aren't flashing your ruby. Actually.
No, absolutely not. That's safely tucked in the guano. Nintendo, you know how to do an identification spell?
Oh, absolutely not. I barely know 2 or 3 as it is.
Jesus, we gotta get better before we go back in public like this. We gotta study. No identification spell, Achi. What else you got?
Oh, well, there's your standard feeds and hatchets and such. I'm guessing you're here for your weekly pickup for the feed for Gur?
And myself. But also, if you have any...
I keep telling you can't eat his pellets.
Well,
they technically are good for draconic beings, but it's just... There's food. Like, you can go to the tavern and get a meal. They don't charge.
It makes for a good time for us to bond, for us to share a meal together in such a way.
At least he finally stopped using the dragon paste. I told him it was no good. It's just a fad.
I never liked that in the first place. Thank you. That was all we had for those 2 months, and I don't want to be reminded of it.
Peter, that was my fault. I ran out of the pellets and I only had the paste.
All right, I'm just saying, people.
I mean, he still could have eaten at the tavern. He didn't have to eat what the dragon eats. But it's not my kind of magic. I guess it's good that you did.
How about we forget about all that, and if you could kindly please add a few sprigs of mistletoe to my usual order, please.
You know what? For the, how to put it? Indiscretion on my part with the paste last year. I'll throw the mistletoe in for free.
It's very kind of you, Aki.
And she hands you a bag of about a week's worth of food for you and Gur. And it is truly just pellets.
Achi, I'm going to do a lap, but I'll be back.
All right. I hear Grendelwald's challenging people to contests in the tavern again.
You say again as if it's not a daily activity.
Well, the fun part is Nefelli's getting in on it. And all that fire and alcohol, it makes it an interesting mix. I'm glad we ordered the tavern against fire. Sure, I'm glad about that.
Maybe we'll stop by. That's, I don't have any plans. Achi, bar of soap. Do you have a bar of soap I can pick up off you?
Oh, a bar of soap? Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
We will, for the sake of this session, assume you have enough money to buy.
I got soap money. I got soap
money.
The shop's doing very well. Okay, great. Yeah, I'd love to clean up the guano from underneath my fingernails and all that good stuff. And then, this was my whole day. That was my plan. That was it. It's done now. Do you want to go see what they're talking about? The contests. Last time I agreed to a contest with Grendelwald, that I just started sitting down comfortably again. So I'm a little hesitant, but I think we should go check it out anyway.
Absolutely. Any time to spectate, given our days off.
All right. And the two of you head. It's only like a little bit of a walk. It's like 2 steps to the left, and then up, and then 5 steps up the path to the stairs into the tavern.
Oh, perfect. What do we see?
as we enter the tavern door, this town is so far from anything else. This tavern does not need a name. We see Grendelwald and Neitheli in the midst of a drinking competition. Each of you go ahead and give me a Constitution check. First roll of the night. However many points above 10 you get is how many drinks you've had so far.
Not apparently.
Yeah,
-7 and -2 drinks.
yeah.
So that is an 8 for Nephili.
No, that's a 3 for me.
8 for
That's a
Grindelwald.
Yeah,
All right.
I did not roll well.
So, what you have had is 3 drinks and you are drunk, Nephili. Grendelwald, you have been keeping pace with Nephili. You're at 3 drinks and you are pretty sturdily buzzed. Actually, you are a dwarf. Do you have advantage against poison saves? You can make that check with
good.
advantage. You do.
Good call, yeah. That turns it into a 10.
A 10? Yeah, you've had 3. You've kept pace with Nephili and are not drunk.
Come on, Nephili, let us play a game. It's boring here.
What?
Come on. Just a couple gold pieces. Just a spell component.
They don't even fucking think I have any fucking gold.
Grendel's shuffling a deck of cards.
Grendel, you notice that Peter and Indeno walk in.
There, boys, come join me for a game. We can play, yes?
Play what?
I mean, what do you want to play?
Maybe the sober up game? I can smell your breath from here.
Yeah,
no,
I think
no,
that's
I am
me.
fine.
Only.
I don't know what kind of drinking games exist in Athars.
If it's a drinking game, if it's a drinking game that you can involve magic in, it exists here, and it is considered a wholesome pastime. There's a game, a very popular game amongst your generation and the generation just before yours, of mixing a cantrip into a spell or into a drink, so that it takes effect. Having identical drinks and seeing who gets the cantrip.
That sounds kind of cool. Is there a name for that drink?
Cantrip roulette.
Cantrip roulette.
Yep, cantrip roulette.
There you go.
Who among you would like to be the caster of the cantrip? Whoever it is, please message me directly what the cantrip you're casting is.
Grendel.
Who's doing it? Are you doing
Inteno,
it?
are you getting it? Inteno, are you getting in on this?
Oh, I'll drink. I only know thaumaturgy, so
Hey, you can describe how you would infuse thaumaturgy into a.
I think all of mine would kind of be
So,
obvious.
Grendel's doing it.
I think so. Right.
Yes.
All right, cool.
That makes the most sense.
All right, you go. Who's going to go get the drinks?
I'll get
I
drinks.
can't move right now. I'm too drunk.
Oh boy.
I'll go get drinks.
All right.
I'll pull up an extra chair so Gur doesn't get squished between my back and the back of the chair.
You see that Gur actually, as you pull the chair up, lays out so that his back legs are on the other chair, and his front legs are resting sort of up your shoulder. You can see he's getting a little bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
This pellet food's working.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for his growth that we can get him a little bigger and stronger a little earlier.
Alright. But yeah, you go up to get the drinks, and you see at the bar here another one of your compatriots, Steven.
Well.
Steven, you are just finishing a shift here at the bar. You get off in about 3 minutes, but your replacement is here already.
Steven, what are you doing in about 3 minutes?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm gonna get off work. Do you guys want to do something?
We're going to play the roulette again, but I was going to suggest a game of table Quidditch, but I know better than to try my luck. You're welcome to come join us.
You know,
Completely lost the accent.
let me see what I make with inside my tips tonight. Let's see what we can do.
Go ahead, give me just a D10 roll for your tips.
Okay.
Actually, or we'll call this a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check,
Alright.
and then tell me: do you think Steven is a hard worker?
Is a 7. Tespin.
Esfin. Oh, I thought that was an A this whole time.
You're all good. Tespin's actually a really hard worker. He works on the farm at home, and he has his great grandma living in his house because he's a high elf. And so he just kind of tends to the farm while great grandma sits in the house and does whatever great grandmas do. She's probably mind weaving things because grandmas normally knit.
Watching the news.
So Tesbin is always running from table to table, and everybody loves him. And I think it's because everybody makes fun of him because he hasn't quite completely matured yet. Hence the voice.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that check with advantage then from your hard work and dedication.
Okay. And you said persuasion, correct?
Yep.
Oh. Did you hear me?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's just gonna be the 7 still.
Oof. Yeah, you look in as you say this, look in the little pouch you put your tips in. There's a couple of lacewing moths in here, which, they're a useful component, but they're not a very valuable one.
Tesvin is actually gonna tap his ankle and hope that he still has the 2 rose petals that he had stashed.
You've got some components.
I've got my
stashed
own.
away. You just haven't made very much today.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I might be able to meet with you guys. I'll check back in with you. I'm almost done. And Tesvin actually
Peter just walked up to buy some drinks from you too.
Yeah, I would love to just grab a quick round. I know it's weird because I also came to say hi. I don't want to mix the two things.
Oh, you guys want drinks? What do you want? How many?
Fuck, I didn't get any of that information before I came over here.
You know that for roulette you're supposed to order 5 of the same drink.
Okay. 5 of something with whiskey and any kind of mixer of your choice. Just 5 whiskey drinks, and I'll pull off an eyelash, I guess, and tip with that because that's a spell component, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the penny of spell components.
But it hurts like
coming from a guy with a federal certificate of promissory note in his pouch.
Tesvin is so grateful, and he pulls actually 3 bottles out from behind his back, not even on the shelf, and tosses them directly in the air, and goes and puts his hands up to direct the bottles, and they're spinning in a circle, and that is going to be some sort of peach elixir with the
Okay,
whiskey that you ordered.
Sounds
Okay.
amazing.
like a peach juice and whiskey kind of thing. I love
Yeah,
that.
so no, it's more gonna be like a peach simple syrup, so it's gonna be like basically a maple. Okay, we'll say it's literally a syrup made from peach trees.
Yeah.
The whiskey, and then you see him like Spider-Man over a lime. And
Oh,
some
like with your telekinesis.
a lime and a lemon juice, yeah, and squeezes those over it, shakes it up, and pours out 5 of the same drink, and he calls those the we're gonna call those the lime green shots.
Such a creative recipe, and then it's the lime green shot. I love
All right,
it.
here I can't use the actual
No, I
drink.
love it.
I
think
can't
it's
use the
perfect.
actual drink. All right, we'll call
I
it
think
the
it's perfect.
toxic green shot. That's a better one.
All right, that was actually really cool. Can I
Yeah,
tip
actually,
something
I'm
better
gonna
than
say
an
go ahead and
eyelash?
give me. Yeah, you can tip more. Go ahead and give me a
Okay.
performance check with advantage.
Okay. I love this.
This doesn't get bad in any way, but it could be very good.
Okay, it's a 17.
17's pretty good. You see one of your other customers down the bar who like just ordered a beer. There wasn't a big show to go with it. Looks at this and is like, "Damn, that's okay," and pulls out his component pouch and hands you some jeweled beetles, which are worth about 3 times as much as one of those lacewing moths
Nice.
Nice.
for the show. I mean, damn. I
Oh,
can start
thank you
drinking more
much.
than just ale.
Yeah, you should try some new things. It's always fun.
And you, right as he says, "Well, I mean, I'll take one of the." You hear the little clock in the back go off. That means your shift is over.
Oh, well, maybe next time, buddy. Thank you so much for the tip. But as I'm running away, there was actually like half of an ounce of that drink left in the shaker,
Left in
and
the shaker.
I telekinesed it over his head and dropped into his mouth.
Yeah, you pull this little last bit of liquid up. It is such a small amount that you don't even need to use your telekinesis to keep it in an orb. It's just such a small amount the surface tension is doing it for you as you move it across. And you just deposit this little pearl of drink on his tongue.
I know you like
And we
that
have-
one.
And we regather now with 5 toxic green shots. Grendelwald.
One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you.
Yeah, you set them all in the center of the table. There is like a lazy Susan built into it for the purpose of this game. You set them all in there.
All right.
Grindelwald, you cast your spell through this lazy Susan. Even you are not sure which one it went into. You just have the benefit of knowing what spell you cast.
Mm-hmm.
And we will go ahead. I'm going to roll a d5 quick. We're just going to go left to right, then top to bottom for who gets the one with the... So the way this game works is you basically get a point if you can figure out who actually drank it.
So if you're the
if you
you're the-
actually drink it and you don't get caught, you get more points. You get as many points as people who don't catch you. All right. Everyone, go ahead and roll me either a persuasion, insight, or deception.
I know what I'm fucking rolling.
And I will message the person who is getting the shot.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do not tell me what you rolled, just tell me the number on it.
Steven. Again.
All right.
What is wrong with me today?
We will start with Nintendo,
A 15.
a 15. All right. Is there someone in particular that you would like to look at? I'm going to say if you rolled an insight, let me know that you rolled an insight.
I rolled insight.
All right. Is there someone in particular you'd like to look at?
I'll check Peter.
Peter? All right. Peter does not appear to have taken a drink. Grindelwald, what'd you roll?
24 on the die.
Or like, what did you roll? Like, not. I was saying, don't tell me what check you got. Sorry, my bad.
Right. It was a 24.
All right. Is there someone you want to cast aspersions on? Not that you're accusing, but someone that you want to like try to convince other people it is.
Yeah. I think it's Nephilim.
You want to make other people believe it is Nephilim.
Yeah.
Understood. All right. Peter, what did you get?
21. And I was...
Was that insight or one of the charisma ones?
It was insight.
Insight? Who do you want to look at?
I'll look at Tesvin.
Tesvin?
Yeah.
All right. Tesvin, what did you roll?
A 20, not
Total?
that.
20, not that. Was that insight or one of the charisma checks?
One of the charisma checks.
All right, cool. You look at Tesvin. Tesvin, is there someone you want to cast aspersions on? Someone you want to try to convince people it was?
Peter.
Peter?
Convince me it was myself.
Yeah, you don't think it's you, and you think Tesvin does think it's you. On a 21. Or you don't think it's Tesvin, and you think Tesvin thinks it's you on a 21.
Okay.
Nephilim, what did you get?
I rolled a 7 insight.
All right. 7 insight. All right. Is there someone you want to look at?
And I'm just staring blankly at the dwarf in front of me.
Yeah, that tracks. You're drunk, and Grindelwald's already been gaming you for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be my
All
face,
right.
guys. Just that.
All right. We'll go around the table and make accusations quick. We'll start with Nephilim. Who are you accusing in the game?
I'm gonna point at the fucking dragon. It's like, it's gotta be him.
Gur didn't even have a drink.
Nintendo or Gura?
Whichever one's the actual fucking dragon, one's a worm.
Okay. Nintendo the Dragonborn. You are being accused. All right.
Like, fire legit.
We'll go with Nintendo next. Nintendo, who are you accusing?
I'll guess Gren.
All right. Gren, who are you? Actually, Gren, we'll do you last. Peter,
Okay.
who are you accusing?
I'm gonna just try and hop onto the mob mentality and hope that works out, and I'll accuse Nintendo as well and say, which spell did it taste like, Nintendo?
It just tasted like syrup.
Tesvin, who do you accuse?
It's definitely Peter.
Definitely Peter.
Peter does it every time.
And Gren, who do you accuse?
I think it was Nephilim. I think she is too drunk to tell that it was her.
And you see everyone gazes amongst each other, looks at Nephilim. You know this is the time to come clean if you are the drinker. So, Nintendo, was it you?
No.
Grindelwald, was it you?
No.
Peter Krosnocht, was it you?
No.
Esvin, was it you? I know it wasn't Tesvin, so I'm going to say no, since we lost you there for a second. It was, in fact, our dear Nephili, who is now very drunk.
More drunk.
Wait, so what spell was it?
And we see. Actually, go ahead and describe. Go ahead and describe the effect of the spell as it overcomes. Nephili, now that the betting has passed.
So the liquid that had been drunk actually warms up and changes flavor, and tastes like a very warm day-old beer.
Ooh.
Like a
She would not
liquid.
have-
You feel as the spell takes effect, delayed as it was by the lazy Susan in the center. The liquid climbs back up your esophagus, sits on your tongue, takes that taste and feeling, and then makes its way back down again.
You peed in my drink.
Can everyone give me a perception check with disadvantage?
Everyone? Okay.
Everybody.
13.
I'm going to say actually except Nephili. Nephili, I think you're going to auto this one.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, you can actually make this animal handling with disadvantage if you'd like.
Oh, I'll take my perception. I got a 23.
Damn! You see that while you were all staring at each other, taking your drinks and making accusations, Gur has slipped away.
Oh God! Damn it! He can't. He does. He never goes far. He never goes far.
The leash laws here are pretty lax, actually.
I'm not going to leash my cousin.
You should. I didn't write the laws. I know he's your cousin. I know it's touchy. But
Do you need help going to look for him?
I mean, I wouldn't ask the two drunks to leave their calling for the day, but Gur knows all of you a bit more than other folks, so it would be appreciated if you could spare the time.
give us a
I'm going to
pin.
say on that incredible perception, actually, you caught this end of Gur's tail slipping out of the tavern door.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, Tenno is gonna go. He's just gonna he'll drop a coin down on the table and throw in some dirt and just go.
Some dirt.
The drinks have already been paid for. Peter paid for them when he picked them up.
Well, I gotta pay my share.
Yeah,
to
I'll
Peter.
grab that. I'll pocket that coin and that dirt. Absolutely.
Pocket. You have some pocket dirt, Peter. Thanks. And I gotta chase my cousin.
All right.
I accidentally washed my last pocket dirt.
We're going to move into a skill challenge here. Give me, what skill do you think is appropriate for Nintendo as he chases his cousin?
I imagine athletics, since we gotta probably push through people in the middle of drinking.
Yeah, I'm going to say athletics. Anyone else? Who else is going with Nintendo as he runs off? I have to chase my cousin.
Follow him drunkenly.
Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah.
Follow the big purple lizards.
Not the first time this has occurred on one of your group days off.
Nope.
Right, so everyone seems to be going?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Everyone give me whatever skill check you think is appropriate for you as you try to make your way out of the tavern and follow along. First DC is a DC 10.
Would I be rolling at this because I'm drunk?
No disadvantage now.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna roll.
I feel like I could be rolling Arcana here.
Ooh, fucking hell.
That's not great.
Graham falls flat on his face.
You too, Gren. I also rolled in that one.
Bunch of
Ooh.
nerd wizards.
All right, so we have a failure from Nintendo. We have a failure from Gren. Peter, what did you get?
It's an
what
11
did you
on
roll?
athletics.
Athletics. All
Does it
right.
fail?
We have and Nephili, what did you get? No, 11.
I
is a
rolled
pass.
a
Easy for the first
fucking-
one.
Let's see.
23 for acrobatics. To just
Hell yeah.
dodge past people through that fucking door.
And then Tezin is currently AFK. So we will be just passing theirs automatically, which means half of the party or more passes, which means we succeed in this first step of the skill challenge. You manage to push, jump, and leap your way out of the tavern. So Gren and Nintendo fall a little bit behind. Gren with your lower speed and Nintendo trying to get this bulk of yours through. And you see that as you get outside of the tavern doors, Gur is nowhere in sight. What skill do you think you would use to try to track him down? I will say you can also, if there is a spell or something you want to do instead to try to find him, feel free.
Is it a bonus action to shake the bag of kibble?
roll
will
to
say-
shake like maraca. Yeah.
I'd say shaking the bag of kibble would give advantage on an animal handling for sure. I will say I think doing an animal handling would require you to be able to see Gur, though.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That is reasonable.
Ooh. We have a random encounter that has been redeemed.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
lord.
We'll do that at some point tonight.
I mean, thank you, Chad.
Can I'll thaumaturgy myself to call out to him.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. I'll say using thaumaturgy to yell over a distance will let you make an animal handling. I'm still going to say with disadvantage. But it'll let you make an animal handling at a distance. If you pass this, it will count as 2 successes in this skill challenge.
I have a 12.
A 12. All right, 12 will pass. All right, so that's 2 successes already. 1 more from the rest of the team will let us move past this stage. Do we have anything from Grindelwald, Peter, Tezin, or Nephili to try to track down this runaway dragon?
I don't really have anything. I just rolled a d20 and I was going to find a skill to assign it to later, but I rolled a 3, so I mean,
You could do investigation or
That's
Alright.
what I was gonna try and do too. So should I just roll one as well?
yeah, you can. Everyone is making the check here. Is
Okay.
making some check.
I'll put me in-
DC is a
Okay, I'll make
12.
survival.
Dang it! I only got
Can-
11.
Can Grendel look for tracks?
Fuck all.
That would be survival. Yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 7. I ain't playing shit.
All right, Grendel, we need a success from you to move to the
Nope.
next stage.
That's a
All right,
5.
that is our first group failure in the skill challenge, unfortunately.
and Nintendo's cousin was never seen again.
No, you got a couple. You got a couple more chances here. But you see the hustle and bustle here in town. Though it is a small town, it is a small town as well. People are close together. He's somewhere in that crowd. You're sure of it, but you might need to get a bit closer to find him.
Keep trying to solve this with magic, but I guess I'm just gonna run.
I can solve it with magic. I see. I don't want to though, because I don't have too much magic as a half magic boy.
I mean, it's just another day.
I
Oh,
bet
you're
you-
so right. It's just another day. I have my day off. All right, I will end this by using my class feature to resummon Gur into my arms.
Hell yeah!
Why didn't you
Yeah,
just
well,
do
yeah.
that in the first place?
Because I didn't want to use it.
What are you
You-
saving it for? It's like lazy Saturday.
I don't. It's
You-
disrespectful to him. He's still his own
resummon
person.
Gur. Yeah, you resummon Gur back to you using your class feature, and we exit the skill challenge. You see, clutched in his grubby little claws is a purple velvet pouch that jingles as it moves.
Oh, grr.
Your cousin is a felon now.
Oh, we didn't do anything wrong here. Maybe Gur just wants to give us a present.
I will note for everyone to know, if you know Draconic, you can understand Gur as he speaks, since Gur only speaks Draconic.
Yeah.
I do not.
Gur speaks
I
Draconic.
do not.
Gur also speaks Grumble and Hiss.
Yeah.
I can understand him, surprisingly enough.
But yeah, Gur grumbles, hisses, and horde.
Oh, buddy. Oh, God, you're getting to that age, aren't you?
It's the music they listen to. It makes them fall into stereotypes. You need to teach them better.
That's a very cross statement to make, Peter Crossnock. That's a very... I don't know. What music do... I don't have a playlist back home. I don't have a bard available on standby. I don't think...
Dragon plucking his strings behind you.
Yeah. You hear them. You hear
God
them in
damn
the
it, Ren.
screen.
By the way, you all say this, and I feel like literally
Yeah, go ahead,
pulls out a
actually.
loot and just starts
Nintendo,
drunkenly staring at.
a nature or Arcana check.
Oh, God. Those are both bad. Nintendo has a...
Give me whatever check you give me whatever check you think is associated with knowing things about Gur. How about that?
I don't have a Gur skill.
That's the problem.
I'll give you
I'll
give you
take it.
intelligence with proficiency if you want.
It's the problem. My intelligence is 8. That's the problem. I'll take my
So,
Arcana.
Intelligence
roll
plus proficiency
I'll take my
I
Arcana
was
roll
gonna
of
say-
6.
with 6. This is pretty low DC. This is you're part dragon, and this is about dragons and their hordes. You know that for a true dragon, gathering a horde is a very important time of their life. It is a time of growth and change.
I know. He's getting big. He's already taken up 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. You know,
He a big boy.
small by D&D standards, but regardless, you know, maybe that's what we can do today, buddy. Do you want to go find something that isn't someone else's to make yours?
Yeah.
Now, who did you take this from?
The cloak matched the bag?
Oh, God.
I mean, this particular pouch is spilled milk, maybe. This one's done with.
I agree.
Purple is not an easy...
Everyone who was able to understand. So Tesvin and Nintendo, go ahead and give me either a wisdom or charisma check with proficiency.
Okay.
14.
There's only one person in town who wears a purple cloak.
There's not a lot
And
of
that's
purple
it,
in
and
town.
Ha!
No, there's a lot of purple in town. There's just only one person with a purple cloak.
I gotta-
mean, you got so much magic here. Recoloring is a snap.
22.
22? Yeah, you both definitely know this. The reason this is the only purple cloak in town is because it's symbolic of the keeper of the Thorpe, Elder Orin.
Oh, God, boy.
This is not the first time that Gur has stolen from Elder Orin. He's a very understanding old man. He founded a little hidden village for mages to come and be free. He knew what he was getting into, at least a little bit. But yeah, you know it's best to return this.
Well, folks, whoever wants to see Old Elder, please accompany me, because this is his pouch.
Okay.
Again.
We have to leave the village. Do you have any idea how powerful the elder is?
Not that old one. Just our old one.
Okay.
But
Look,
you-
I'm
you
not
would know
going
that-
first.
You would know Elder Orin around this time of day usually holds court in the town square with a bunch of the other older mages of town, including dear great-grandmother to our friend Tesvin.
You better make that damn worm return that on its own. I don't want my
You can't say
grandma
worm
knowing.
anymore. You cannot
want-
say worm anymore.
I don't want grandma knowing I'm out getting drunk with you guys again.
Grandma knows you work at, or does Grandma know you work at the bar, or is that a
Gra-
secret?
Grandma knows that I have a job, but Grandma thinks I work in market.
In marketing.
Oh, market acquisition.
In marketing.
You're marketing.
All I do is stand on the corner. Tesvin told Grandma, I stand on the corner and I wave at everybody that comes by.
Grandma thinks you live in the madman lifestyle.
Grandma's like, I thought you were doing coke. You're telling me you're disappointed.
And the whole time, Grandma's over at these court council parties with all these old people getting faded, and I have no idea about
Oh
it.
yeah, they smoke so much.
Of course they do. They're all wizards and shit.
It is
magic.
an outdoor meeting that manages to have a haze.
Maybe
In fact, you can smell the pungent pipeweed from here.
Oh god.
Oh, yep. I can see a little smoke battleship flying up. They're at it again. There's a smoke ring inside of a smoke ring inside of a smoke ring inside of a collapsing tesseract shape.
Look, I might be able
Go
to
ahead
call
and give
my
me a
grandma.
perception check, actually, Peter.
Tesseract.
So it's a 9 plus 3 for a 12.
All right. You see that collapsing tesseract come to a single point and explode out into another cloud of smoke that is floating your way. Shaped
Ugh.
like a little gray dragon.
Interesting.
It floats up in front of you, Inteno. I believe Gur disappeared with my gold pouch again. He can keep one of the pieces, but I need the rest back at some point soon.
Can I communicate with this smoke cloud? Is this a known method of elder communication?
You know that this is like a one-way message.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna go up and put my hand through it.
Then you put your hand through it, it dissipates.
Weird talking.
This is a
clouds.
spell you're currently learning, actually, Nephilim. You haven't quite got the hang of it yet, but you've been studying this. It is within your domain to learn.
Sweet. My dragon's gonna be bigger.
Well, let's go give it back.
I mean, in the middle of court?
When I say holding court, I do not mean like actual court or council. I mean he is respected enough that a court like gathers around him the way nobles gather around a king.
Okay.
The other elders look up to him.
Respect.
they
Also,
all
down and
sit
go
around.
high,
It's,
basically.
it's old men. It's old men sitting in the town square gossiping about the way things used to be.
Their glorified blunt rotation can be interrupted by a
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. It is expected that youths will come up and ask questions and ask for stories at times. It is an open invitation to join. It just usually ends up only being the elders because not many people want to hear them ramble about how they discovered a modification of Tensor's floating disk 3,000 years ago that works best when you cast it with quartz.
Now look, this will transition at some point into stories about them following fish around for a couple of years. When they start doing that, the conversation's over. We can just go.
We're gonna let Gur
But I like fish.
apologize by delivering the pouch back to the elder, and then we can continue our day, or you can all continue your day drinking. I can happily do this by myself if none of you want to do it.
I mean, I wasn't really doing anything else.
Yeah, and I better go, because if my grandma finds out you guys did this and I didn't tell you to give it back, she's gonna get me in for one when I get home, I tell you what.
What
All
is
right,
your
you all begin to head down the road that you're going to get to see very shortly. Head just a little bit down the path, for it is not a road. To be a road, something must have been touched by a wheel or horseshoe. This is a path through town, worn by the feet that walk it every day. And you make your way to the town square, right in the center of the Arcanists Thorpe. You see Elder Orin. Elder Orin is a bit of a role model to the druids of the town and rangers, for despite living in the most ancient building here in Arcanists Thorpe, he has not updated it since it was first built of loose sticks and river clay. He wears the same outfit every day, a floppy gray hat that maybe once was white but has now become so stained with soot and dirt and dust that it is gray. Threadbare robes spun of spider silk, and always has a long pipe hanging out of his mouth. He sees you approaching, reaches into his purple cloak, pulls a little black baggie out, fills his pipe back up. Children, girl, it is so good to have you here. And you see your great-grandmother sitting just a bit off to the side, talking to a few others. It does not appear she's noticed you yet.
Tesvin is also very short, too, for an elf, so he's kind of hiding behind everybody anyways on purpose.
Hide behind Johnny
Stealth
Jacket.
check.
Alright.
You can just message it in the back chat, the result.
Okay.
But yeah, Elder Orin smiles down upon you.
I'm gonna go up and hug him. Because I'm drunk as fuck.
Grandpa!
Grandpa! Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm probably not the
You-
only people because of that.
Yeah, I will say I do not think Nephili normally is this expressive with Grandfather Orin.
Nope.
He
He's drunk as fuck
reaches
at the moment,
out
so.
and envelops you in the hug. Puts one hand on the back of your head, cradles you, kisses your brow. Oh, my darling. You've had a bit of fun today, haven't you?
Just a bit.
And he is going to cast Lesser Restoration on you, removing your drunkenness.
No, you're
Put it
ruining
back!
the fun.
You're still. I'll say with how drunk you were, you're still buzzed. You're happily buzzed instead of sadly drunk.
That was a greater restoration level of.
Yeah,
I don't even
this
think
wasn't
that
enough
worked.
pure exhaustion.
I'm in a
you're
slightly
just
happy
not-
mood, that's it.
Yeah. Are you sad because you don't get to burn fields today?
She kind of produces a small, tiny flame in her hand, just kinda.
You can light my pipe if it would make you feel better.
Sweet. And then she holds her finger up and just snaps it. Just lights his fucking pipe.
Gur, I believe you have something for me.
He does, don't you, buddy?
Oh. And Gur takes the bag, kind of paws it open, having heard what the smoke dragon said, pulls his one gold piece out, holds it in his teeth, and noses the bag over to Elder Orin's feet.
Oh, now you know common. Oh, interesting, buddy.
Which you would know is Gur for, I understand it because you understand it. I choose not to put the effort in.
He's so well spoken for such a small noise.
But yeah, and you see Elder Orin stoops, picks the bag up. He's a tall guy too. He's like 6 feet some odd inches.
Oh, Chad father. Okay.
Oh yeah,
And he's secretly
I mean,
built like a brick shit house as well.
This is Ira.
he is
and
not. You can look at this guy. See, he is not built like a brick shit house. He is spindly
damn it.
underneath it.
Old willow tree.
Yeah, old willow tree. Exactly.
I just want to go on the record. We had nothing to do with any of this. This theft falls completely squarely on the shoulders of Gur. Don't turn anything not sentient into something sentient to come get us.
Peter, have you been binding books of Fey law lately?
Binding books of what now?
Of fairy law?
No, but the fumes do get to you. The fumes get to you. I just want to make sure we're all cool here. I've heard the stories they say about you, Elder.
We started telling those stories when we stopped making them.
I'll ponder.
Speaking of stories to be told, have any of you thought of heading off into the world soon? Making your mark?
My grandma needs me.
I think at that little childlike bellow, that is where your 6 on that stealth comes into play as your grandmother's head snaps to the side at the sound of your voice. Desvin! You are done with work?
Yeah, what work? I did. Oh, yeah, I finished work. Like,
And you come to the square and you do not say hello to your beloved grandmother?
I'm here, aren't I, Grandma?
Respect. You did not say hello.
Well, hello,
Disrespecting
Grandma.
you children these days. I swear, no. I do not want a hello I had to ask for.
She is right.
What?
Has
Well,
been
also, wait. You and my grandma
Peter.
You guys sound oddly alike. What?
You would know your grandmother is actually Peter's like third cousin.
Oh my.
It's a small village.
Peter's got like a great grandfather who was an elf.
I love it.
But because every other one of his ancestors has been human, the generation gap has expanded massively. There's like 3 generations of your family and 8 of his.
He's
Hey,
like
Grandma.
1/9 elf.
Grandma, I got some good tips today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, do you want one? I give her one of the lace wings.
Oh, this was harvested under a new moon. Good magic, Matt. Good magic.
What the hell, Granny?
Look, when you get to my age, you take all the protein you can get and all the magic you can get.
Holy
And If you can get protein and magic in one bite, you'll take it.
That's just
I recommend
economical.
you.
That's just efficiency.
Peter, you are my favorite cousin.
You could learn a lot. You could learn a lot from your great grandmother, Tesvin.
My great grandmother.
Whichever, well, you know what I mean.
My
This
great
fine lady
Peter.
right here, whose first name I know.
Peter here, give me I don't know her first name.
It's all right.
Rusalk. No, that's a mythological.
No.
Rusalk is mythological.
Her name's Raisha.
Raisha.
Yeah, I love it.
Right. Okay, cool. Yes, you see grandmother Raisha here. And she, Peter, you have so much more respect for me than your father Joran did.
Yes, it's
Joran's your grandpa.
Oh, okay. Joran was busy man. He was he had a lot on his plate. You have to move on from these things. The accident was so long ago.
Yes.
Gur, emotional support, if you could, for Grand.
Yeah, and Gur, having completed his quest, runs off to go be an emotional support dragon. And you see Elder Orin is going to cast Calm Emotions.
I love it.
I'm just gonna
Well,
hold my hand up as if I'm asking a question.
Yes, Nephili.
Does that make him? She points at Peter. Just like, does that make you his uncle, great uncle? You two are cousins. Family relationships confuse me.
We're like fourth cousins twice removed.
Exactly.
Nephili, you remember how I pulled you from the depths of the hells to free you from your father? Yes.
It's like that.
Do you remember how that little imp that was your jailer was technically a cousin of yours, but it was through multiple generations?
Okay, I get it now.
It's like that. It's like that.
Pretty straightforward.
That's my Uncle Grandpa!
It's my Uncle Grandpa. I'm like 23 years old. Just putting it out there.
Shut up, Uncle Grandpa.
All right. No one listens to Uncle Grandpa.
Generationally, it'd be more like cousin, great grandchild.
Okay, look, it's nephew, cousin, uncle, grandpa. He's blood, okay? He's
Ancestor, descendant.
brother.
It's more of a
We're not
feeling,
bringing
less of
brother
a
back.
genealogy.
We're not bringing brother back. That was last one shot.
Brother! That
I
doesn't
want to
direct.
play those guys again so bad, though.
We'll be back in the future. I promise. But no, he says, well, if you do not wish to leave the borders of the town, there's a little quest I could give you within it.
Where we going, Grandma?
Do I get to burn things?
Nephili, we need to find you someone.
To light some fires. You'll get to light some fires, certainly. I don't know about burning things randomly.
It'll do. Reminds me of home.
The place below here, where we draw the power for the warding from, needs a bit of upkeep. I would love it if you'd all be willing to go and take care of it for me. It should be well within.
Sure.
I don't suppose you have any bat shit or gum arabic or maybe a little twig from a tree that's been struck by lightning recently to offer? Sweeten the deal?
You may gather any components you find therein, and there will be many.
Yeah, because it's outside. All right, fine.
No, it is within and below.
Right, which I know about as a member of this community. Sounds good.
No,
And
you
I'm
would not.
standing-
Okay, good.
This is not something you would know about as a member of this community.
Okay. in that case.
This is some elder shit that like he's dumped on you because he's like, do something other than just work for a living. Be mages, be wizards, have a story.
Within and below. Okay. All right. Sure.
Oh,
That man
you
wants
need-
us to have sex.
Not what I picked up.
I
No.
don't think that's what he said. No.
I didn't
Tesvin?
read that.
No.
Okay, that's all right.
That is
with
what
me.
your great grandmother wants.
I'm.
Keep the bloodline pure.
Granny!
She comes here every day and complains about how she does not have a great grandchild yet. You are so young. You are what, 90?
No, I'm like.
Huh.
I'm like 73.
Still old.
You are so young.
A baby.
She's a baby.
A boychka. Look at the little schmutz.
the baby.
My great
Oh, hush it.
babushka. She is
Good.
kind of crazy, okay? I love her. But that's why I gotta
Good.
tend to the goats.
Good, my dear. And he calls Gur back over to him. You are looking for a hoard, yes? Well, this is why you are stealing my things? Follow your nose, Gur. And he taps Gur on the nose, and it glows a bright gold for a moment. And you see Gur and begin to rush off again.
Oh God!
Oh, away we go.
You best follow that dragon. You know they say adventure is where dragons lie.
And Tenno's already out of earshot, chasing
Yeah,
her.
well, thank you. And yeah, I'll pull out another
I think-
eyelash. Just drop
I
it
think
with me.
as you run, in that case, he's yelling that after you. Follow the dragon! Adventure is where dragons lie! And you see Gur move to the center, the well in the center of town. Climb up on the edge, stop, look back at you, look down into the well, look back at you, intense like he's getting ready to jump.
You don't have wings yet. Not ones that work now.
There's water.
I don't think I'm gonna get to him in time.
You can give me an athletics check if you want to try.
I know he's gonna jump. It's who is 16.
16. Yeah, you're able to get up there. You can grab him if you want.
Buddy, just let someone else go down first, just in case. We let others go into danger first, then we reap the benefits.
Oh. And you see Gur starts clacking his claws together again.
That's your mother in you.
Turns back to the rest of the group.
I'll
Can I
follow.
push him?
Yeah, sure. We've almost likely followed.
So you are all gathered around the well. Gur perched on the edge. Peter, did you end up taking the spell we were talking about right before the stream started with your spell book?
No,
Fine.
I didn't think I would need it.
Okay, I was just curious if you took it. I'm going to say your spell book speaks up a little at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Yeah.
Peter!
Hold on. I undo a very complex series of like bindings and straps and things. Hold on. It needs to come out. Oh. Mikael!
You undo all these bindings, and you see Mikael, your spell book, flutters its pages. There is strong magic here, Peter. Something interesting is right in front of us.
What do you mean? More interesting than a well?
Oh. Well, a well is very interesting indeed, Peter. It is a place of many meetings. Air and water, below and above.
Within? What the elders were talking about? Did you catch all of that? Were you listening? I really should have brought you out.
I was taking a nap like I usually do when you bind my mouth shut with all that leather.
Yeah, it's
I
still
know it makes it easier. I know it makes it easier to carry, but like, could we find like an open-faced pouch or something? Like something I could slot into?
This is
so I can
best.
still slap
This
my
is
pages?
best. This is good.
Okay.
This is help. It's better this way.
But
If
yes,
we-
it smells real good down there, Peter. I think we should go.
Speaking of
I think-
Mikhail,
That's right.
does Mikhail have any sort of a little just to completely derail? Does he have any little slot for that gem?
I will say, that Mikhail's leather is embossed with gems. You think you could pop one of them out and like shove it in its place?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for later. I know we're in the middle of something. All right, Mikhail. Look, we'll investigate, and if you're wrong about this, it's back in the sack, and I know you don't want that. And I'll climb down. I'll climb over and down.
All right. You climb over the edge of the well. Are you just like trying to climb down the rope on the bucket side too?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't take Featherfall because I thought. What's that?
Give me an athletics check. Give me an athletics check
Yes, sir.
or acrobatics.
I'm going to do acrobatics. 17. What is this? A 7? No, wow. No, that's not a 17. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
Plus 0.
Peter, you go grab on to the rope, start to climb down. You get hand over fist about 3 times, and then you realize there's nobody holding on to the handle at the top of the rope, and the bucket begins to drop.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Bucket hits the water. There's a loud splash.
Can I try and be like just holding Mikhail up above the water?
You hit the water. You do not feel wet. And in fact, you no longer see the well above you. Instead, you see an idyllic garden. White
We see him
marble
vanish.
trusses.
Oh, he's in the Feywild again.
You see
shit.
that you guys see a splash and see Peter go under as the bucket hits the water.
Ooh, foot! And can I just jump down after him?
Hell yeah. Same thing happens to you.
Mikhail,
Oh,
what the
sweet.
fuck?
3-point landing.
We'll go ahead and come back to you guys who've gone through so far. Deno, Grendel, Tesvin, y'all following?
Yep.
All right, Grendel, Tesvin. I think in Tenno, you and Gur are left up there at the top, and he says, I can smell a horde.
Sounds like the old man might want you to have it.
And you see him jump down and vanish.
Oh hell. In we go.
All right. You dive through the water, and as you cross this border of liminal space between things, you find yourselves in this enchanted garden. There are bright flowers everywhere. Birds fly around, bees buzz, beetles are in the air. And you see all sorts of herbs and flowers and trees grow here. There are fruited trees with silver apples hanging from their branches, pears of bright gold, jeweled butterflies whose wings are not just the color and tone of jewels, but are made of sapphire and ruby and emerald. And you see ahead of you a small clearing in the garden. Where an archway opens into an area with a fountain in the center and 4 unlit braziers on each time. Braziers.
Remember,
I'm going to say that right on the first try.
I was going to say Brazier or something else.
when I said it was a really big deal not to steal from the elder, and you all were like, "Oh, you're really blowing it out of proportion," and now we're here in this place. Just fucking remember, this is what I was talking about. Can I do like a perception check to see where we are?
Yeah.
You can give me an Arcana check to try to figure out where you are.
Much better. Okay, that's gonna be good. It's a 19 on the die, plus 5 for a 24.
24. You think that you are not in fairy or heaven or hell or any of the other like major planes, but you think this is like a little pocket of magic and extraplanar energy that is both fueled by and fuels the town. You think the sheer amount of casual magic in the Arcanist Thorpe fuels this place's existence, and that this place, in return, powers that which hides the Thorpe from the outside world. For the Thorpe is almost another plane all in and of itself. One must know it is there to be able to walk into it.
It's like some sort of paradoxical repository. Mikael, blank page! And he flips to a blank page. Just start writing all this. Yeah, start writing all this down.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, that was a 24 Arcana check. If you want to spend 10 minutes writing down your notes about this place as you first step into it, you've got the time. And I will allow you to begin to pen the Demiplane spell into your spell. You will not be able to cast it as you do not have the spell slot, but you can start to learn it so you could sell it to somebody else.
Very cool. Yes, please.
As you reveal the arcane nature of this place to yourself through observation.
Mikael, this is actually some brand new shit.
Tesvin, what about you? What's your reaction to this place of wondrous beauty?
Tesvin is just completely perplexed by the fact that something like this is this close to us this entire time, and Grandma had kept it a secret. And Tesvin's also sitting here kind of silent, going through his mind the fact that he just found out that Grandma is not this frail, scared little lady that she has played him to be the entire time. So he's kind of like feels a little bit betrayed at the same time. But he also kind of wants to figure out if there's anything he can find here that'll help him to not have to do that as much. The double work, basically. So he's kind of just seeking any money that he is not stealing from the horde, but component-wise.
I mean, you see these trees bearing silver apples and golden pears, and
he's just trying to find the highest value item.
Okay, I'm gonna make this an Arcana check.
Okay. Perfect. That's a 14.
For what would 14. And you're looking for what would be like highest value in your village, not in the outside world, yes?
Yes.
Friends we made along the way? Show me friends we made along the way?
But we're all right here.
On a 14, you think that you are in the entryway, essentially, of this garden. They've got to be high. Like, the way Elder Orin was talking, this is a story. And the best riches are hidden at the end of every story.
Okay. You guys, I really want to move forward, so just whenever you're ready, let me know. I'm going to just take this all in because I got a lot going on with this whole weird family thing that I've got going on. And then, so here's the part that I haven't got to yet because Tesvin hasn't gotten mad yet. So when Tesvin is angry, he now talks like this the entire time because he's fucking pissed. So it goes from this to this really fucking pissed off voice the entire time.
I love it. Grendel, what are you looking for or looking at?
I think Grendel is just kind of awestruck that all of this is down here and is taking it all in. I don't think he knows where to begin, but he's starting to weave like the words to a song in his mind.
I love it. Yeah. I'm going to say give me a perception check then as well. If you're just taking in the beauty of this place and what this place is.
Well, it's a 9, so...
9's still, like, that's not too bad. You're going to catch a few things since you are actively looking around. You see that behind the silver-leaved ivy that hangs on some of these walls, it looks like there may be, like, friezes, some form of art carved into the walls. In the next room where that fountain and brazier are. Brazier. Goddamn. It looks like it should be brazier. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
Just went to bras everywhere. Got it.
Can anyone light the Brendan Fraser? I don't have any of my tools.
Sure, Grindelwald will just prestidigitation the 4 torches alight.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh,
Fuck that. I would have done it the second
that's
after.
fun. I'm all like sacred flame that shit.
Oh. I mean, Nephili can do her fire things. It'll be better fire than mine.
I will say with prestidigitation, you are able to light one, and as soon as you light the next, the one you had already lit goes out.
Fucking puzzle, of course. Alright, let's have a look.
Oh, I got one.
I have no equipment, and I have no useful spells, friends. I am
So
so sorry.
how many is there?
There are 4. One on each cardinal direction of the fountain.
And which one did we light? The very first one to the left?
Whichever.
Yeah.
Which one did you light?
We'll say the south one, the one closest to you.
And that's wait, left?
You are coming into this room from the south.
Okay.
So bottom, south, left is west, top is north, right is
South.
east.
Wait, what?
Wait,
So-
bottom's north.
Bottom is south,
Like a regular compass, like a compass.
like a
drawing.
compass.
Oh, okay, like a regular-
If you draw a
Well,
compass,
then wouldn't it be
the fire at
Never
each compass point.
good? Wait, brains, fucking.
So
Do
we
we-
lit
do we-
one, and then when the second one was lit, the first one went out.
Yes.
Okay.
As the second fire sparked, the second one sputtered out
And was that
simultaneously.
E?
Sure.
Right, so
Okay. So
then I'll fucking go up and light south and then west. See what happens.
All right. And what are you using to light those?
You just fucking produce flame because it's a cantrip and I have it. It's stupid that wildfires don't get fucking firebolt.
Okay. You light one, and as soon as you light the second, it goes out.
I don't like puzzles.
Maybe.
You're
I'm sorry.
okay,
I'm sorry.
so
One was still lit from Grendel. You light one. There are 2 lit, and when you light a third, they both go out.
Maybe we just need to do a different spell for each thing, and I'll try and do a third one with firebolt.
Right. We have a pressed, and I'm assuming you two are repeating on one each.
Yeah. I suppose.
Grendel and Nephili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You now have lit
Cantrip will do
torches.
3?
3. One from Peter, one from Grendel, one from Nephili. Are you doing
Alright.
one as well?
Yeah, I'll hit it with firebolt.
All right. You see that the one you light with firebolt sparks up, and the other 3 go out.
Okay.
That might be because I did firebolt too, so it might be because we had too many.
Inteno, what are you doing while the others are puzzling out this magical fire?
Jack shit, bro.
You keeping an eye on what Gur's doing?
I guess I'm hanging out with Gur.
You see that Gur is climbing one of the trees and reaching out a claw to grab one of these golden pears off the branch.
This is a growth moment for him. I'm just gonna watch.
He grabs this pear, pulls it up to his mouth, and bites through it. You can see this is like, it is metal, but it gives beneath his teeth.
He's good. He's a strong dragon. He's a good old boy.
Okay.
And you see one of these trees is now bare very quickly.
Good job, bud.
And he jumps down. He's not able to fly, but he sort of spreads his wings out and glides to you a little bit.
There he is. There's my boy.
Alright.
Desmond, do you know any other fire spells other than Firebolt?
I mean, I could like Eldritch Blast it, but that's not technically fire.
Does it?
I have Sacred Flame.
Is that
Also not
fire? Here, you do Firebolt, I'll do something else.
I could do Sacred Flame.
That's
not
That's
fire.
radiant.
It's like
Oh,
your weird
no.
holy fire.
Take
See,
it from
I
the
told
fire.
you. I told you my grandma was hiding things from me.
Definitely don't you have a thing where both of your hands light on fire?
Well, yes, I can do that, but that would require me to cast it twice, and I don't know if it's one per person or one per spell.
I think
I
each
would
one just needs-
say you have puzzled out that even different people casting the same spell twice doesn't work.
How far
Right.
apart are the thingies?
There's about 5 feet between them.
Like, so if I stand at a right angle, I could basically like all four of them at the same time.
I think it's got to be one per.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
with a spell, I
If
could.
you're standing at a right angle, you could hit all 4 at the same time.
Okay. Fair enough.
You also have
Yeah.
not tried lighting all 4 at the exact same time.
Okay. Everyone stand back.
Oh,
I'll get
you
burned. I
got
don't
it?
really care. Yeah, sure. She's gonna like stab her staff into the ground, rub her hands together, and then cast burning hands right in front of her. So she can
Alright,
hit
you
all
cast
four of them.
Burning Hands. What does it look like? Is Nepali casting this from a spell, or is she casting this from her heritage?
I don't actually know because I don't think I get. No, I get Hellish Rebuke from my heritage, from my.
Alright.
So it's a spell.
Hell yeah. So
it's
you
probably
draw
like-
on
Dark red flames because she's hellish.
You draw on these dark cleansing flames that you use to raise the fields when it is time for them to be planted anew. That this ash-based soil can be tilled back in and promote new growth. All 4 of these fires flare up, and water begins to flow into fountain once more. You hear
Stand corrected.
a shuddering crack of the of earth moving as a door opens on the east side of the room. A piece of the wall sinks down into the earth.
She kind of just like
Sure.
both fingers, just blows them out.
And you see, as this door lowers leaning against you, you see Gur perk up. Ooh! And begins to move Probably faster than you've ever actually seen Gur move, even chasing after food and treats.
Damn, he fast.
Good job, Nephilim.
It's like my entire shtick. If I failed at that, I'd
And
be
you're-
in the corner crying.
And you are so goddamn good at it, Nephilim. You did such a
And-
great job.
Grendel, go ahead and give me a perception with advantage.
You're lucky I'm still drunk, otherwise I'd slap you for complimenting me.
10.
10? Hey, 10 will do it. You see that Nephilim's burning hands had extended past the fountain a bit, hitting some of that ivy growing along the walls and burning it away. You see, carved in the marble of the wall here is a frieze depicting 3 people. A tall man in a white pointed hat and a purple cloak. A elven woman. Elegance, refined elegance incarnate. Who stands clutching a white staff. And a short, stooped man, dwarven in appearance, bearing a shield and a hammer. Not a war hammer or a weapon, but a craftsman's hammer, standing around this fountain. Would you point that out to anyone else, or do you think Grendel would just commit that to memory?
I think for now he probably commits it to memory. He'll also probably do a prestidigitation just to clear any dirt or grime off. There's probably not a ton, but...
Go ahead and give me a history with advantage as you do that.
Five.
5. Do you speak Sylvan?
Peter speaks Sylvan.
I speak Elvish, not Sylvan.
Then you recognize the 5 is because you recognize the alphabet of what is written underneath this frieze, but you do not recognize the words.
Interesting. Does anyone read, I don't know, old elf words?
I speak Sylvan. Everyone knows I speak Sylvan. It's the first thing I tell people when I introduce myself.
I am
Yeah.
Crossnocked, I speak Sylvan.
Peter Sylvan Crossnut is
No.
what they call me.
Oh, Peter, that's I don't know. That's definitely acrylic with how long it stayed on the wall.
Oh, in that case,
No,
I
it's
cannot
permanent
read
marker. Definitely.
We have markers here?
the technologies.
You don't?
I've been getting colored
You
pencils
actually
reshaped for years.
Yeah, I will say you all do, as you debate the artistic creation of this piece, see that it is marble that has been magically changed in color.
What is? I'll read the Sylvan. What's it say?
That's just Lizzie.
3 travelers came together to craft a place of rest. That's it.
I feel like we'll have some more questions for those fossils when we get back to up or out or whatever normal are, the village.
I just hope they stop calling us children.
It's a little.
I
it's a
mean,
little rude.
some of us are pretty young.
Yeah, Nephilim and Peter are about the same actual age, of 25-ish, or 20s-ish.
Yeah, she's about 26, I believe.
Anyways, Tusman, you wanted to keep going, right?
Yeah, I think that we should just go. We should just get this over with. I want to find something. I'm looking for something, and I know that there's got to be something that I'm looking for, and I don't know what it is, but I know that it's something, and I know that I'm spiraling, but it's okay because my grandma lied to me for 27 years, and then an additional like 87 on top of that, even though I'm not even that old yet, because I know she's just gonna keep lying to me, and then okay, I'm sorry, okay.
You cannot begrudge an old elven woman her secrets. They've seen so many moons. They cannot be expected to share all of that with you. I'm sure there's something really, really good for you to find here.
But
press
she
on.
can smoke all day and party with her friends, and I have to tend to the dang goats.
There are murals down here apparently about her. She can smoke all the dank, nasty piff she wants to.
I can hear her now.
Oh, I thought I was just imagining it. Goodness go to sleep.
All right. But yeah, you see Gur has rushed off into the next room. Do you all follow?
Yeah.
For sure.
Fuck, follow the tiny little thing. Oh wait, no, hang on, I need to run back and grab my staff first. I forgot I stabbed it in the fucking ground.
You know, Tesvin, I think it's great that you focused on your breathing and you stayed calm through that whole situation. Like, we could tell by the actual tone of your voice.
He's been doing exercises.
Are you commenting on the tone
No.
of my voice? Because I don't really like when you comment on the tone of my voice, because people do that all the time, and it's really scary, and I have a mental breakdown, and I can't stop talking like this, and then I can just keep going. Are you
I'm
okay?
gonna go over and
I'm
like,
okay. Are you
fist swap
okay?
him.
Speaking of the tone of your voice, from the next room you hear, "You will have one chance to answer this riddle."
Oh god! Oh god!
Sick.
The hell?
And
Or
you hear,
no!
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Correct.
Just sprint
Correct.
after the fucking thing.
Oh, he got it?
Wait, he said
He
correct.
didn't even ask the question. What?
No. Gur asked, "Only one?" is what you heard.
Just rush after the tiny little thing.
Or, what is the riddle?
And only me and
I'm assuming.
Tenno know,
I'm
right?
assuming Tenno is sprinting.
Yeah, I'm sprinting and sharing whatever information I can with the group as we run.
Gur's about to answer a riddle and he only has one chance.
We are the same level of smart. We both have an 8 intelligence.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. And then like obviously I can hear it too, so I'm definitely up there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all of us can hear. You only have one chance to answer this riddle, so
That's a good point.
we're all just
Alright, cool.
fucking sprinting towards this tiny worm.
All
There's an
right.
itty bitty thing.
You. One moment.
Pineapple.
God damn. Okay, I keep thinking I need to sneeze and it keeps not happening for me. All right.
That's the worst
You
feeling.
see. You rush in and you see a massive stone sphinx sitting on a platform,
I didn't realize we went to Egypt.
looking down at Gur.
What's Egypt?
You see
No
this
idea.
sphinx
Give it a
has- You see this sphinx has almost celestial-like wings on its back, the head of a woman, and the body of a panther.
The second like
And
I noticed the
sits
wings, that is kind of
Body unmoving, but head twisting, looking down at Gur. Are you ready for your riddle?
Should we let it answer on its own, and then we'll get a separate try.
Do you really want to take that chance?
It's not my dragon, cousin.
Well, he's not. He doesn't belong to me. I just take care of him, and he's 4. He can. I don't trust him to answer the question, but he can do his. We're doing this together. We're all here. There's a chance it might think that we're part of his group and kick us all out or shoot all of us, whatever it does.
And you see, as you all speak, running into the room, the Sphinx looks up. Oh, more travelers. Will you, who wish to gain access to this most sacred of places, be answering together or separately?
Is separately an option?
Are there booths for answer submission? Like when we do the town voting for the elder to be reelected?
No, if you're doing it separately, I'll ask each of you your own riddle.
Oh.
So we can't... Oh, man, that's such an effective cheating prevention method. That's so cool.
That does sound promising, though.
I can do my own. I
cannot do my own. I need a chaperone.
Let's answer separately.
I have never had lateral thinking as a skill. I just know those words because Peter's dad keeps telling me about them.
There's an inspirational poster at the shop, and it just says lateral thinking. It'll save your life.
Are we still allowed to help each other?
The dog or the cat?
You can split into multiple groups if you'd like.
Oh, fuck.
I'll answer with intent.
No, we are not doing pick a friend for the project. I have enough PTSD on that from high school.
Yes, you can split into multiple groups if you'd like to answer riddles together. But if you get it wrong, I will eat both of you.
Reasonable.
Really?
I will crush your bones in my maw. I have no stomach, so I shall not swallow, and I will let your corpse fall in front of your friends. Well, they may know what they will become should they fail. Is this bargain agreeable? Is this bargain agreeable to you, or would you like to go home?
I think yes.
I've made worse deals with devils. Most of them were my uncles, but that doesn't really count.
All right, we'll do it. I'll answer with you, Nintendo.
Thank you.
I'm not much good at riddles either.
Between me and Gur, we need.
Will you be joining the dragon then?
Yes, I will.
All right. Your first riddle. Round she is, yet flat as a board. Altar of the lupine lords. Jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea. Unchanged, but ever-changing, eternally. I'll send it in the back chat for you.
Is that for us? Is that our group? Is that our riddle?
That is for you, Inteno, and Gur.
It's the moon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. Even I knew that.
The next one's going to be super
The next
hard,
one
too.
is going to result in death.
Yeah. A train leaves Chicago at 3:45 p.m.
That's not a riddle. That's a fucking math question.
Who will be next?
It's really easy, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh god!
Grendel steps forward alone.
Is anyone
No.
going with me?
I'm going with him. He's my drinking buddy. I've got to go with him.
Alright, Grendel and Nephili step forward. What means more to you than it does to me?
Wait, that's it?
They got a super long one, and we get 2 sentences.
What do you think, Peter? Could that be like an opinion?
I think it's sweet that we already answered.
You know, you're so right.
Can we hear that one more time?
What means more to you than it does to me? Would you like to wait for your last friend to answer?
Yeah, sure, because I need time to think.
Dear little elf child, are you ready for your riddle? Would you like me to send you home, little child?
Just tell me.
It may be past your bedtime.
Tell me the riddle.
2 bodies I have, though together we are one. The more I stand still, the faster I run.
I feel like I jinxed it when I said theirs was easy.
Oh my lord.
Could you say that again?
Hang
2
on.
bodies I have. I'll type it out.
Okay.
2 bodies I have, though together we or 2 bodies have I, though together we are one. The more I stand still, the faster I run. I will give you each one hint if you would like.
Like an hourglass? That's not-
That'd be great. I really felt like ours was a little open-ended. Like, I could value a lot of things.
Maybe like water.
Peter, I think you're right.
You both have it with you, now and always,
Peter.
until the very end. And she's looking at Nephili and Grindelwald when she says that.
What matters to me more than it does to you? I think I might have it, but also at the same time, I don't want to die.
Is it more to me than it does to you, or more to you than it does to me?
It is what means more to you than it does to me. And the hint was, you always have it with you. You have it with you now, and you always do until the very end. Or, sorry, it's bitter end.
I mean, if you think you have an answer, Nephili, I say go for it. If we die, we die. Wait.
You do not have to answer until your friend does. You can work together above the table, gang, by the way. I'll let you have that, because riddles are hard.
I do think that you're right though, that it's I like that answer that you gave for my riddle, but I have no fucking idea what your guys.
I'm not sure though. Are you talking about the answer I gave for yours? Because I'm not sure. That was like a.
I mean,
that's a-
hourglass or water sound good for Tesvins.
Together
And
we are one.
I can only think of opinion or life for Nephili.
I was gonna say opinion, but they said you have it with you until the bitter end. You can change your opinion.
But also, there's probably life after death for some people and what they believe in, as well as spirits. For God's sake, we're magic. Who knows what's going to happen to us?
I don't
Whatever
know.
gods there may be.
So like your heartbeat or something, or
Nephili, what are you thinking? Because I have a theory.
reputation.
My life
It's
is what I'm
it's
thinking, but
valid.
I
But I
suppose.
thought of something.
I suppose you get to keep it then,
oh fuck.
little child.
There you go. Good job.
Little child.
I didn't mean to answer that, but I answered it.
It worked out.
Child, do you have an answer? Do you need a hint?
Yes. I do.
Time is running out.
Oh, we were absolutely.
Oh.
We nailed it. We
All right.
slayed it.
I'm gonna answer now for mine. It is an hourglass.
You may all pass.
Destroys Tasman.
And you see that she flaps her wings and flies up. And you see there is a little entrance into a set in the bottom of the pedestal that she was sitting on.
All right. I'm like barrel
Like
rolling.
you see when she flies up, like you realize that the only parts of her that articulate are the head and wings. The rest of her is just a statue, because when she flaps her wings, she picks the entire slab of stone that her feet are attached to up with her.
Well,
Portable.
Those wings are working hard.
Husband, I just want you to know your grandma tried to kill us.
And I will. I would say I would hold this against her, but she literally pulled me from the hill, so I feel like this is 50-50.
This was not. To be clear, grandmother was not the one who pulled you from hell,
Wait,
or
what?
the one who gave you this quest.
Oh,
This
wait,
was
no,
the
who was
elder. That was
Okay,
Elder
I got
Lord.
confused in that conversation. I'm gonna
Grandmother
smack an old woman.
maybe was here.
Same adventuring party.
Grandmama.
Grandma, grandpa, same difference.
Grandmama is gonna get a fucking
Elder,
hole
thank
in the
you.
ground.
He is nobody's grandfather. He is celibate.
Belongs
He's
to the
everyone's
street.
grandfather.
He's everybody's grandfather, and therefore nobody's grandfather.
All right, let's
He is
go on
everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
through. What's in this new room here?
You head through, and you see a room full of a dragon's hoard, glittering gold everywhere, fist-sized gems, scepters, swords, crowns, and books everywhere. And you see Gur move past all of it and begin digging at a little mouse-sized hole on the other side of the room.
I'm gonna go over and see what he's doing.
He's digging at the. He's trying to dig out what is a mouse-sized hole in the stone marble, or in the marble stone,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and ignoring all of this glittering treasure. What are you all doing as you see all this glittering treasure?
Pocketing some.
Oh, I mean, if Gur ran past it, then surely there must be some reason that I can't ascertain because I'm fucking stupid. I'm taking gold.
Yeah, I'm assuming I have a lot of pockets being a wizard, so I'm just trying to.
You
drop
definitely
a
have
little
pockets galore.
You have
So
fucking TARDIS
Peter-
pockets. Let me go on the inside.
Peter and Tenno, you guys are grabbing a little gold on your way through.
I don't know
Tesvin-
how this fits into our economy, but I'm taking some.
You know there are
Grabbing
spells that
books.
require gold itself as a casting component.
Okay.
Grabbing books. Nephili?
I am gonna wild shape into a tiny lizard and try and fit through the fucking hole.
Hell yeah! Alright. And Tez, what you doing?
Oh, my mic was muted. So I wanted to just like straight up barrel roll down the hole, and I'm still in seek for something to get me out of the mud with my grandma, so I can stop working so hard.
I mean, you see this massive this massive hoard of golden jewels and scepters and swords and
But I don't
staves
want
and-
to steal anything. I don't want to steal anything from Gur, because I know that this hoard is being accepted to him. So I'm
Gur
looking.
ignored it. I mean, Gur ignored it and ran past it.
That changes things.
It does. It does. It changes many things.
You want to make
Actually,
a perception check and see if you spot anything that looks particularly awesome?
yeah,
Get out of the floor with your grandma?
yeah, I would love to do that. I would also like to see what was. I must have missed what Gur was seeking, because I really want. I want to know
Gur-
what he was going for.
Gur is trying to dig his way into a mouse hole on the other side of the room right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna definitely do just my perception check.
Cool.
Trying to
Would you like to focus solely on looking for something for your grandmother to the exclusion of other things?
I'm trying to just get her off my back, so basically, yes. Anything that will get her off my back, so I have less work.
Go ahead and roll this with advantage, and you can do perception, arcana, insight, or no, one of those three, or investigation. Actually,
I got two 21s.
Hell yeah. You see the stave that was depicted in the frieze earlier. That long, tall, white staff planted in the ground. And you can tell there's something potently magical about this. And it feels good.
Tesvin knows that good magic's not going to work for him, but it will for Grandmama. So Tesvin actually doesn't want to touch it with his bare hands, and he does that kind of magic pull with it. And I'm going to imagine that it's so strong that he can't even affect it.
If you would like that to be true, sure.
Yeah, I would like that. And so he pulls out little white gloves. Toot, toot. And walks up and picks it up.
He's a neat freak.
What do you think these gloves are made of?
With tears. The
What
gloves?
fabric do you think these gloves are made of?
I want to say that they're like a magically blessed glove.
Just what
made
fabric?
Of satin.
Satin? Unfortunately,
Oh
you did not
no!
get silk, which is notorious worldwide for having, like in the real world, silk is very renowned in folklore for having properties that repel magic and protect from it. You grab this staff, and I'm going to need everyone, except for Nephili, to roll initiative with disadvantage. Or actually, Gren, what were you doing? I forgot.
Gran was picking up.
Gren, grab books. Grab books. Yeah, everyone except Nephili, give me an initiative with disadvantage. Nephili, just give me an initiative. You were not in the other room. You turned into a lizard and ran to go check out what Gur was looking at.
Yeah. Wait,
So
I
you're
went
not
up to
right
him
next-
and then changed.
Yeah, you're right next to Gur and have just changed.
Yes.
Or I'm going to say
I mean,
even if you want,
you're-
you're ready to change. If you'd like.
Yeah, like mid fucking transformation. Just
Getting prepped to activate the magic, yes.
yeah.
Alright, so we have a 7 for Peter, 16 for Gren, 16 for Tez. You guys can choose between yourselves who goes first. Inteno, what'd you get?
18.
18, hell yeah. And an 8 for Nephili. Inteno, you will be first to act as the gold and jewels and everything around you surge to life. And the gold in your pocket begins to heat, push into your leg through the pants.
Ah, no. I throw away all the gold.
Give me an athletics check. As this swarm of minor mimics comes to.
15.
Cool. 15. It latches onto your hand, forming almost a gauntlet of gold coins.
I thought it would be like Pirates of Caribbean Curse at the absolute worst.
The hell of a Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's a stage play. It's very popular. Never mind.
Oh, with Deep Johnny, right? Wasn't he
Deep
the guy who did
Johnny.
the performance?
I have heard of this Deep Johnny. Not the other thing.
Jeff
Yeah,
Rush.
All right. Next in our initiative order is going to be Grendel or Tez.
I don't really care who goes first, so if you want me to go first, I will.
You can go first.
Okay.
To set the scene a little bit, the staff is not attacking you. The staff did not come to life. Everything,
Okay.
every other object in this room has. There are 5 discrete creatures, two swarms of book mimics, 3 swarms of gold mimics.
Okay, so I'd like to if I can slap the staff to my back, and then I want to. So you said there's book the book mimics that are attacking?
Book mimics are currently attacking Grendel, and one is just sort of loose.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, having a little bit of a problem here with my thing. Okay, there we go. I want to just do an Eldritch Blast on the single book that's flying through. I'm hoping that it catches the other one's attention.
All right, cool. You want to shoot? You want to try to shoot the loose book? Go ahead and give me that attack roll with your Eldritch Blast.
A 6 to hit.
6 is not going to do it.
All right.
All right. Anything else for Tez?
I don't think I have any other actions, so nope.
All right, Grendel, you're up. You are currently being attacked or accosted by a book mimic.
He's gonna try and stab it, because I don't know what else to do.
Oh, yeah.
But a 10 is not gonna hit.
10 is going to hit.
Sweet.
10 will hit.
Okay. For 8 damage from my non-magical rapier.
All right, 8 damage from your non-magical rapier. You stab through one of these books, one of the 3 that is accosting you, and pull the rapier out. It disanimates and falls to the ground. This is a swarm that is accosting you. So it's one entity through multiple pieces.
That's his turn.
Heard it. All right, hell yeah. Up next in our order is Nephili.
Right, so I haven't changed into my fucking
You have
wizard
not.
yet.
You have not shaped yet.
But I see all this fucking chaos going on in the room.
Yeah, you hear things explode to life behind you and are able to turn and see. No problem.
Okay. Who is currently being attacked? That is the question. Because he is not. I'm just gonna run back over to the fucking gate.
Everyone but you and Tesvin is currently being attacked. Nintendo and Peter are being attacked by gold, and Grendel is being attacked by books.
Right, okay, I'm gonna run over to Peter, and as I do, I am going to use my fucking class feature to summon my wildfire spirit.
Hell yeah.
I have no idea what the hell this thing looks like, because it doesn't give me a description.
It's just a primal spirit of fire, whatever you want it to look like.
It looks like me, but fiery, because I'm clearly egotistical.
Yep.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It takes your shape, but it is formed of gnarled branches that are alight with flame.
Alright. And I can make it move, if I'm correct. I'm gonna have it.
You have to use a bonus action to have it take an action. It'll move as you say.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have it run over to Nintendo and just stand beside him for that turn. Because I believe it is an action to summon it, so that's everything I can do.
Action to summon it. You can order it with a bonus action.
Ooh. No, that's fine.
It has a ranged attack.
Range.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 feet of range attack, so... right, okay, I'll throw a fucking flaming seed at this pile of gold that's attacking him, I suppose, from my spirit.
Yeah, your spirit plucks one of the burning coals out of its arm and throws it at the gold mimic by Peter.
Yeah, right, so it's 20 plus my spell attack modifier, if I'm correct?
Yep.
It doesn't have an impact. Oh, that is a 15 to hit.
That'll do it. Go ahead and give me damage.
I'm gonna click on it again. 2d6 fire damage. Okay.
1d6.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Is it?
It's 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus.
Ah. Oh, I'm reading the wrong fucking thing. 5 plus 2, so 7.
7. You
Yeah.
you send this flaming coal out of your wildfire spirit, firing at the gold mimic that is swarming around Peter, and you see about 90% of the gold melts into slag.
Sweet, that's all I
Anything
can
else
do.
for you?
Nah,
All right.
that's the end of my turn.
All right, we'll go to the bottom of our team initiative with Peter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna target. I'm gonna use Scorching Ray and target the healthiest looking one, I suppose, or the healthiest looking mass.
Healthiest looking one is the one that is on the healthiest looking one that's attacking someone. Would be the one on Intano or Inteno.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll send all 3 after that one. Now I roll separately for each bolt, correct?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll them one by time. Roll your hits one at a time, and we'll roll damage one at a time too, in case you want to redirect any of those.
Gotcha. First one, 10 plus 5 for a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. So then that will be 4 and 2, 6 damage.
All right.
Second.
Looks wounded, not down.
Okay. Second one is 8 plus 5 for 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That'll do it.
Okay. 4 and 5 for 9 damage.
That'll melt down the gold that is around Inteno. There is one left on you. There is one left on Grendelwald, and then there are 2 loose.
Okay, then I'll send the last one. What's that?
There's one book mimic, one book swarm, one gold swarm loose, and then one book on Grendel, one gold on you.
Okay, I'll send the last one after the gold that's on me.
All right, that'll be rolled with disadvantage since that's a ranged attack within 5 feet.
Ooh, true. Yeah, I'll do it anyway.
You just hit a 10.
Okay, yeah, lowest one's a 10 on the die, plus 5, so 15.
Hell yeah.
4 and 6 for 10 damage.
Gone.
Nice.
With this cast of one of your highest balances of magic, what does it look like as Peter dispatches 2 of these beasts in the same round?
I think when Peter sees the different things starting to come to life and starts to realize what's happening, and he gets all the gold out of all the different pockets in his robes and everything, and he's going to pull Mikhail out, and he's going to pull out the ruby his father gave him and dust off all the leftover bad shit. And I'm going to real quick try and pry off one of those gems and slot that in while I'm waiting for my turn in the initiative order.
Yeah, I'll say you can do that as an object interaction.
Okay.
And actually go ahead and add... You'll add... you can actually redirect one of those bolts. You have 1 bolt left, because by doing that, you would have gotten +1 to all fire damage rolls, which would have killed the gold on Inteno with the first hit.
Oh, nice. Then, yeah, I guess I'll send the last one. I don't know. You said there's one on Grendel?
Yep, there's books on Grendel.
All right, we'll send
There's also a loose gold. There's also a loose gold as well.
All right, we'll send it towards the one on Grendel. That's a nat 1, so never mind. But
I think, if I may, you go to fling this last ray, and as you prepare to let go of it, your father's voice in your head says, "Peter, burning books in my house? Why you live under my roof?" And you send it up in the sky instead.
tastes like
He
soap.
wasn't actually there, but you felt it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and then I think the casting just looks like reading from Mikhail, and then it opens up, and I think the text on the page coalesces into the actual magic that he uses. If my book is my focus.
Love that. Hell yeah.
I didn't realize your dad was Professor Oak.
Unfortunately, it is the 3 remaining swarms' turn. We'll start with the book swarm that is on Grendel currently. If anyone wants to save Grendel's life, now's the time to redeem a crit cancel.
Yeah.
Can I use my inspiration for that?
Give me an Arcana check to twist this outside force of inspiration for yourself into protection for a friend, because I love that. DC or DC 10.
Oh, then yeah, 14 on the die, and then +5. Yeah.
Yeah, just because I love that. Yes,
Awesome.
You can cancel this crit. This is gonna. It's still gonna hit automatically, but it's not gonna do double damage. Grendel, you take 9 points of fire damage.
Ah,
As
it
the-
burns.
Or no, I'm sorry. This is a book. My bad. You take 9 points of magical slashing damage, as it gives you literally 1,000,000 paper cuts.
Oh,
That's even worse.
All right. Next is going to be the remaining coin. Actually, we'll finish the books out. Books are going to go at Peter, who just... Well, no, Peter killed 2 coins. Books are going to go at Nephili. That's a hit. Nephili, you're going to take 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
And last gold is going to go at Peter and miss.
sweet.
We're back to our top with
Nintendo, I believe.
Nintendo. Yeah,
How small is this room?
it's about 30 by 30.
Okay. Would it be possible to get both of the enemies on Nephili and Peter in a 15-foot cone?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, yeah, I'll be doing that then. Everyone in the room kind of hears like a low rumbling that you may or may not have heard before on the few times I've used this in the past, as Nintendo charges up his breath attack, and will need a dex saving throw from both of those enemies.
You'll also need one from Peter and Nephili.
Ah,
These are tiny creatures
Fair enough.
occupying their space.
fair enough.
That is a 9. We are rolling so well today.
For what?
Did the enemies fail too, at least?
What's the save DC?
DC 11.
5 for Peter.
1 failed.
Hell yeah.
The books failed.
What type of damage is this?
This is 1d10 force damage.
Oh, bitch.
7 force damage, to be precise.
All right.
So
These
that would
books
be-
are not down, but are hurt severely. And it's save or nothing or save or half.
It's saber half.
All right, cool. The gold on Peter looks okay. It's not at half yet.
God. I have no equipment. I brought nothing on our day off. I will, however, take my bonus action, and bark out in Draconic, for Gur. Bite, and they will actually come up off of the hole and attack the thing on Grendel.
Grendel's is dead. I think.
Oh, Grendel's is then the thing on Nephili. The nearest thing it
All
can bite, pretty much.
I would say Pete was just grabbing coins with you, so Pete's probably closest to you.
Gotcha. Cool.
And you know Gur has a taste for coin, anyways.
Oh, for sure. It's
Go ahead,
Gur
give me those.
crit fails.
Gur crit fails.
Gur
Gur
fails.
does manage to bite down on one of the coins, but it kind of gets stuck in his teeth.
That's a shame.
Uh,
It's an absolute shame. That's all I got.
All right, Tez. You're
So
muted.
Tez is actually going to cast a command in a 2nd level spell on the coin on. Wait, there's 2 up, right? There's one on
Yep,
Peter
2
and
up.
there's one on Nephili.
Yep.
On the coin and it's a book on Nephili, right? And I'm going
yes.
to just tell them to flee.
All right. So that's a wisdom saving throw?
It
Correct.
is a yes. Or it follows the command on his next turn.
Hell yeah. All right. You see the magic take hold of the books as the magic that is already causing them to move pauses and waits to reassert itself. All right. Anything else for you this turn?
And then hold on, give me 1 second here. Click the wrong tab. I think that I can cast Hellish Rebuke on the damage.
You can cast Hellish Rebuke if something hurts you.
Oh, if it hurts me. Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
Gren.
Gran's gonna mutter to himself, "Pick up a book, Gran. Reading books never hurt anyone, Gran. No one's gonna believe this story." And he's just gonna healing word himself.
Okay. Anything with your action?
He'll move if he can get in range and make an attack with his rapier.
Yeah. It's a 30 by 30 room. You can get in range of anybody with your movement. Do you want to go to save Pete, or do you want to go to save Nephili?
We'll go save Nephili with a 13.
Man, everyone's trying to help Nephili and just leaving you to yourself,
It's
Pete.
because I'm awesome.
They know
And he's
Peter
a
can take
bookworm.
care of
Hey,
himself.
I sicked my cousin to save Peter. Thank you.
That's
He
right,
just
that's right.
failed.
He did
He's
nothing.
all flesh and blood.
You said Nephili at first. I forgot you changed it when I told you Peter was closer. Yeah, go ahead and make that attack.
Yeah, it was a 13 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay. 3 non-magical piercing damage.
Is it still up?
It looks almost down.
I will use another thing to help.
Yeah.
Gur has a reaction called Infused Strike that will let him add 1d6 lightning damage to an ally's attack if it's within 30
Hell
feet of the
yeah.
reaction.
Hell yeah.
It's
I'm gonna say that makes this magical as well, which matters here.
Yeah, I'll give you another 2 damage as lightning damage.
What that actually does is give him another 4 damage, as his 3 is not halved to 1 because it makes it magical, and drops the books on Nephili.
Nice.
Ow.
All right, that goes to Nephili.
Sweet. I'm just gonna can have my wildfire spirit attack the last one. I'm currently being attacked by falling books, it seems.
You are not. They are dead.
Well, yeah, but you just said they all
These-
fell on me, so I'm taking that.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
So that's still a d20 plus 5 for a fucking. That's a 10. Does 10 hit?
10 hits.
Oh, sweet. Okay, and then it's 1d6 plus my proficiency bonus. That is a 7 again. For my bonus action, at least. I don't know. Is it still alive?
All right, that'll do it. And you
Sweet.
have slain the swarms of objects. And you see Gur goes back over to this hole now that you are not actively commanding him. And you see the objects reform. uninjured but unanimated.
Yeah.
And settle back into their former positions. The staff is still on your back, Tasman.
Yes! I got that. Yeah. Bitch. Okay. And he's still angry. That's the voice.
What do you guys want to do as Gur starts trying to dig back into this mouse hole?
I'm gonna go back over and fucking turn into a lizard again.
All right, you lizard into the hole.
That staff's got to go in there, right?
We'll see. I'm currently in said hole.
Don't squish Nephilim. Oh, here, Pete, and I will pat your back for 5 healing with cure wounds.
Oh, much appreciated.
Nephilim, does your lizard form have dark vision?
I believe it does. Let me check. Yes, he has 30 feet of it.
Hell yeah. As you are crawling into this hole, you see that the wall of it is caked in gold. Little tiny, like even as a lizard, these are appropriately sized gold pieces for you to hold in your hand that line these walls. Like they're about the size of a dime in the real world. And you,
Given what we just experienced, I'm not touching them.
Yeah, you don't have to touch them. They're just like they are part of the construction of the wall, almost like these coins are. You move through and come to a little opening inside the wall, like a little cave almost, about 3 feet high by 4 feet wide. And you see the softest looking dog bed that you've ever seen in your life, with a small blue gem resting on it. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Alright, okay. Fuck, history. That is not my strong suit, but okay. I'll take it. That's a natural 20 for 21.
Oh,
Hell yeah. On a nat 20, you weren't paying that much attention earlier, but you see this gem. In the carving, this was a gem just like this was on top of the staff.
coincidence.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna go over and touch it and see what happens.
Yeah, you touch it, and you hear that same shuddering you heard when the first door opened earlier, as the tunnel behind you widens, large enough to accommodate your friends. And you all see at the end of about you thought it was about like maybe a 30-40 foot tunnel in lizard form as you crawled along. It's like 10 feet now that it's full size. You all see a lizard touching a little blue gem that is sitting on a pet bed. And you see Gur run up, flop onto the bed. Horde.
That's adorable.
Oh, you should see him when he snores. Little lightning sparks come out of his mouth. It's so cute.
Yeah, and actually you all do see Gur flops onto this bed instantly asleep. Within seconds, there are little sparks of lightning, and there's like a tiny little storm cloud coming out of each of his nostrils as he breathes out. Then he breathes back in, and it goes back inside.
He's just like the Elder.
Rumbling of very, very itty bitty 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 thunder.
All right, well, I guess this is what we're looking for then, no? The gem? And I guess we should take the bed too, because what the hell else is it doing?
Oh,
here?
that's Gur's now, absolutely.
Right, so who has the staff?
I have the staff, friends.
Frodo?
So tired.
And you see, actually, I'm going to say, as Gur flopped onto the bed, it moved a little bit. You see there's a hole that the bottom of the staff would fit perfectly into right under the bed.
Tesvin is super pumped about it. Pulls it off of his back with the shitty gloves still on.
Yeah, you know
And-
these gloves aren't doing anything to insulate you from the
But it's-
magic, but it's the gesture.
Yes, exactly.
You don't want to get fingerprints on Grandma's staff.
Exactly. And so I kind of do a little twist. Yeah! And plop it in superhero style.
You plop it in.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
And I twist it.
And you twist it, and nothing
Yeah.
happens. And you look and see the gem
I'm
still
just
in this
holding
little
the gem up
little
above my head,
hand.
just like.
What are
Still
you
a
doing?
lizard.
Put it in there.
You try to reach. This staff's like 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet taller
Exactly.
than you
I'm
right
just
now.
like.
All right.
I'll pick up.
So I pull it back up. I just pull the whole thing back out and let Nephilim put it in there.
Oh, you pull the staff back out and hold like the top of it
Yeah.
down towards Nephilim.
Yeah.
Nephilim, go ahead. Give me a dexterity check.
Hey, it's a
Low
plus 2
DC, but you're using lizard hands.
Use your little Lizzie hands.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm using the lizard hands, so that's a fucking 11 for dexterity. So I need a fucking roll.
11. That'll do it. It was just a DC 10, so yeah. You use your
Sweet.
little lizard hands, pop this gem back into the casing where it used to be.
All right, let's try
Tesman,
this again.
you raise the staff back up,
Yeah.
put it back in, twist it, and underneath all of you here in this little cave, the floor clears away, showing white marble underneath, and you can feel stairs rising up beneath you, spiraling all the way up and without. You make your way up these stairs, and as you take the last step, find yourself standing atop the well with Gur, a little pet bed, and grandmother's bright white staff. And that is where we are going to end this session of Delirium Delving Beyond. Thank you for joining us tonight. I've had a wonderful time. I hope my players have had fun not having me put them through emotional trauma for the first time ever.
I was positive we were about to come back to a scouring of the Shire type situation.
In the distance, we hear, "Brother!"
I mean,
Turn around,
I mean,
no characters are
I
there.
didn't describe the environment. It's up to you if I did that for a reason. Catch you next time on Delirium Delving Beyond, Episode 3, where we will be returning to the Brotherhood.
Brother.
Sweet.
Brother!
Excessive force, brother!
Yeah, protects.
I am surrounded
Alright.
by idiots.